Yes, sir.
because let the others to join. 9, 10. Okay. Right at 9, 10, we'll start our discussion.
Okay, sir.
Ranjit, Ranjit, Priyanka Lenka,
Yes, sir.
Chandni, Opsana, Mohammadi.
Yes, sir.
Opsana, you are in which place? Katak,
No, sir. Jaspur.
Jashpur. And Chandni
Yes, sir.
from which place?
Sir, from Bhubaneswar. Good
Bhubaneswar.
morning.
Good morning. Manaswini Panda,
Also from Barampur.
Barampur. Neha Patnaik,
Sir, I'm from Jajpur.
Jashpur. Priyanka Lenka,
Sir, I'm from Dhenkanal.
Dhenkanal. Ranjit, I know that he is from Brahmpur because he was a BLI student. Prior that I have taught you. Nitanjali Das,
Yes, sir. From Bhadrak.
Bhadrag. Soumya Rani Parida,
Good morning, I'm from Dhenkanal.
Dhenkanal. And Shraddhanjali Sahu,
From Jaspur, sir.
Jashpur. Man. Okay, from different parts of Odisha.
Yes, sir.
ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କୁ ତମର ଗୋଟେ କ୍ଲୋଜ ସର୍କିଟ ଭିତରେ ଟିକେ ରୁହ, ଗୋଟେ ରୁମ ଟେ ବନ୍ଦ କରିଦିଅ ଯୋଉଠି ବସୁଛ, କାହିଁକିନା ପିଲାର ସାଉଣ୍ଡ ଶୁଭୁଛି। ମାଇକ୍ରୋଫୋନ ଟାକୁ ମଧ୍ୟ ଅଫ୍ ମୋଡରେ ରଖ, ହାଉ ହାଉ ଶୁଭୁଛି, ଗୋଟେ ସାଉଣ୍ଡ କ୍ରିଏଟ ହଉଛି।
Aଜ୍ଞା, sir.
ବିଭୁ କାଣ୍ଡି, ବିଭୁ you are in which place? Good morning. You are from Vivo. Am I audible or not? Listening me?
Sir, good morning, sir.
You are from which place?
Sir, Bolangir, sir. Bolangir district.
Balangir. Okay.
Sir,
11
when will
join.
the lesson start, sir?
Right now, just after 2 minutes. Maximum 2-3 minutes more.
Sir, sir.
Because out of I think 30, more than 30, only 11 has joined.
Sir, sir.
Vivo, you are in service.
Yes, sir.
In which service?
Sir, I'm junior clerk in civil court, sir.
Balangir.
Sir, Bolangir in Patnagarh, sir. Patnagarh.
Patnagarh, okay. In Patnagarh, in SDJM or?
Sir, SDGM court re thili but ebe transfer hoichi moro civil judge senior division
Senior
senior division ko,
division.
sir.
Okay. Good job. And the others, how many of you are in service?
Sir?
Others who are in service?
Others, my
No,
colleague.
no, I am not putting you. I am not asking the others. I am asking to others. Neha, Manaswin, Priyanka, Shraddhanjali, Soumya Rani, Afsana Mohammadi.
Hello.
How many of you are in service?
Sir, yes, sir. I'm doing a job at Government Polytechnic, Jajpur.
Government college, in which government college?
Government Polytechnic, Jajpur.
Government Polytechnic Jaspur. Where is that?
Yes. So Jajpur, Ragadi.
Ragodi टा कोठी मतलब को
The
को बात
Keonjhar Road.
जाजपुर केंद्र रोड रगड़ी अच्छा हाँ
Yes,
ठीक
sir.
है ठीक है सेठी कौन अच्छो
Sir, ସେଇଠି ମୁଁ physics lab assistant ଅଛି.
तमर माइक्रोफोन टा को ये करो साउंड हो कौन अच्छो सेठी
physics lab assistant.
विभू
सर सर
माइक्रोफोन टा को ऑफ कर दियो म्यूट
आगे
कर दियो म्यूट आउ के सर्विस रे अच्छो अच्छा मात्र 2 जण 12 जण तो 2 जण सर्विस let's start and also the others let them. Oh, why should we wait
Yes,
them?
sir.
Because they are not at all punctual. They know that the timing. In the past class, means previous class, I was telling about your timing factor. One after another, each moment, I was joining that time. And also, I had given an instruction to you all that at right at 9 o'clock come and join. In the previous class, I think the total number of participants was 28, 29. Only 12 have joined.
Sir, ଆପଣ କୋଉଠୁ?
ନା ମୁଁ କେନ୍ଦ୍ରାପଡ଼ା କେନ୍ଦ୍ରାପଡ଼ାର ରାଜକନିକା ବ୍ଲକ
ଆଚ୍ଛା.
I was a student of NC college. 5 years I continued my +2 and +3 in NC college as well.
Sir, me also NC college student.
Oh, me means oh, what is your name?
Afsana Mohammadi.
Option also. Oh, your
Yes, sir.
hometown. Oh. Hmm.
Yes,
I
sir.
was living in Banapur also. Banapur. And then mess was Achyutananda mess.
I
Okay.
knew it, sir.
अच्छा. Back of your college,
Yes, sir.
just back of your college. Achha, no, very nice mess, very disciplined mess. That time, I do not know. I am telling about back of 25 years. That time.
Okay, sir.
Mhm. Just I had I was discussing in part one in the previous class. Your management perspectives and the system analysis control, human resource management HRM, financial management, and marketing of information products and services. Under that also there are 18 units, and altogetherly though it was not satisfactory, I just admit it also, because nobody can cover up to 18 units in a class, single class. I had tried my level best to brief the entire chapters, what is what, and I had not given in detail. Still, today also I will try my level best to cover the MLI 102 part 2. 102 part 2. In part 1, uh, 5 blocks. 5 blocks, out of 5 blocks, 2, 3 blocks are most important that you should know in detail. You should know in detail. What is that? That is the marketing of information products and management. System analysis and control that depends upon you, because of sometimes what we see, in most of the colleges, automation and digitization is a very constant part. And most of the colleges, I see, most of the colleges. Few of the, if you are taking a case study of Odisha, then few of the colleges or universities, the library, the system of the library is automated and digitized. Very few of the colleges, like I will give best example, KIT. It is fully automated and digitized. Okay, and like that also, so a university may come in this. Uh, that the other like Silicon or some of the colleges, very few colleges, they have updated their system and they are running or they are providing services through the automation and digitization, and they are little advanced than the other colleges who are not having automated and digitized systems. In the parlance of what? In the system of retrieving, in the system of disseminating services, in providing services, different types of jobs, different types of library jobs to the users categories. That is our aim is we are, after all, I will tell the librarians are the facilitators. Librarians are the facilitators of the library. All of you are agree with me or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That
Yes.
we means the librarians are the facilitators of the library. That we facilitate whatever the things we are having, how maximum to maximum utilization of the resources would be provided to the users categories, and users will be more benefited from the library sector. Is it? This is our motto, and our motto should be also very broadened. Our aim, the aim of the library professional should be more and more broadened. Why I am telling? If we are not broadened and we are not thinking about the development of the library, about the dissemination of resources, about the uh, utilization of the resources, about the satisfactions of the users category, then obviously what will happen, that automatically whatever the things we are having, any many kinds of resources or anything what we have in the library will not be utilized in the proper sense, will not be utilized in the proper sense. So for this, that our attitude, our aim, our motive towards the library services should be broadened fast. Our attitude should be broadened fast. Our aim and objective of the library should be satisfied that time, or would be satisfied that time whenever we are in the right direction, right way, and we are after all providing better services, satisfying the needs of the users. These are the things, and almost that we have covered about the e-marketing, marketing approaches, products. Also, I was telling, have you gone through my article, information products and services? Nobody. I don't think that
No, sir,
anybody.
not it.
Not yet means you didn't get or you have not searched. Which one is correct?
So I don't have any idea about that because
Well, I
last
was
class I
telling a
just.
very simple thing. I was telling all of you, go and put my name in the Google. Is it a great fact?
Okay, 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 sir. This is my fault. Next time I will, sir.
No, no. Means only my name you have to put in the Google site. Then obviously my article will come up, and that you can go through my article. Uh, right now also you can check it. All of you put my name, because why I am telling, because that paper is 100% correlated to this block 5, marketing of information products and services. What about the things you are going through in 16, 17 and 18 unit? Entire things that has been clubbed up in my article. Entire things that have been clubbed up in my article. And almost all things that you can get it in that article also. Marketing, products, services, packaging, all these things. Right now also you can search. Okay, within a fraction of minute that you can get it my article, and that also you can study or refer that article for your better knowledge after my
What?
class or anytime. Correct spelling should be made or should be put in the Google. Dedadyuti SAHOO. Otherwise it will not come up.
सर सर थोड़ा सा रिपीट कीजिए.
My name. Also you know my name that it is coming in your Google Meet. Coming in your Google Meet also. BEDA. You see MLI-102 by Vedadyuti Sahu. Left side of your monitor. Only my name you have to put in the Google. Then obviously you are going to get my article that is about your chapter unit 16, 17 and 18. Okay, that I am going to the block 2 that we have to cover it also. That block 2 comprises of also like block 1 18 chapters. This is a very means of what large amount of things which are available in your MLI 102 management of library and information centers. Most of the things you are going to find in the MLI 102. What is management perspectives that we were discussing about the management and then management in general, how we are in general managing. You are managing your home, you are managing your office, you are managing your shop, you are managing everything. That the principles of management, the theoretical aspects of the management, the organograms of the management, that if you are not having in mind, that obviously you cannot manage in the better perspective manner of the library. In a same manner, same way, you have to manage your library, you have to coordinate, you have to cooperate, you have to make a or unit of command span of control or anything that is your budgetary system, anything that is about your products and marketing part of your products also, all are coming under that category. That category means coming under the management processes that you have to do. Otherwise, you cannot manage betterly, you cannot manage perfectly about your products and services. That is in general. If we are going to discuss about that management in the particular point of view, in a particular point of view, taking to our library perspectives, then it is most important part that concepts of schools of management on. Huh, just ask them. I am taking a class. Concepts and the schools of management thoughts, most of the propounders, social thinkers, social thinkers, management gurus, they have given their own ideas and which are the best ideas for the management perspectives, management levels, management areas. They have given their own ideas, and you can go through all the political thinkers or the management thinkers, those who have given their own ideas, like Taylor, like Francis Taylor, like also your Luther Gulick, like also Fayol, like also your so many other thinkers. They have given their own ideas, taking to your classical, neoclassical, and your management, different types of management, taking to the different types of management and their perspectives. They have given their own idea. How far your total quality management, how far your management and management perspectiveness of the change of management also. It is the most important thing. If you are not wanting to or going to change the processes of the management, then obviously it is a matter and matters also that for doing or that for providing the better management of your library. It will be a matter of matters that you have to manage or you have to adopt the minimum total management, and if you are going through the proper system, proper ways, and you are adapting the techniques also, methods also properly in the library, obviously your library will be a good service center for the public as well as for your entire users community. Understand my point? Proper management should be made in each and every sector, be it a library, be it an institution, be it the other things, school, college, university, office, whatever the things. Management means management. Proper level of management should be provided, made, and that should be properly managed, by which we can manage everything, we can do everything perfectly, nicely, in a prospective manner, productive manner. That concepts and schools of management thoughts, that you will go through that and you will be knowing that who are the political thinkers. They have given their own ideas, like Luther Gulick's postcard, all of you know. The postcard means planning, organizing, tracking, directing, coordinating, reporting, and budgeting. All of you understand? And your organization should be a should have a good plan, that for the management of your entire organization, and your library is coming under that also. Without plan also you cannot achieve your target. Planning is most important thing, and there you know that everything before going to do anything, that you are making a plan. What, how you have to do, what to do, what is your budgetary system, how long you have to manage it, what is the tenure or a time period, and who are the best skillful persons who will handle those jobs, and so many other things also. That without plan also you cannot make your plan project successful. You have to make a good plan. You have to make the plan as per your need, as per the fulfillment of your target. That is the planning. Organizing also, the persons, those who are employed in an organization, how far they are actual towards the organization. Actual, I'm telling, I'm using the word actual, means if the persons are not thinking that this is our job and this is my uh, organization, that time, up to that time, the organization would not be developed accordingly. That may be managed, that may be managed, that organization, the development of the organization would not be occurred up to that extent. So everybody should think that I'm not a staff, I am not a staff, I am a owner of this organization. Everybody should think that. Then they will be motivated, the attitude will be grown up, and they can do better for the organization. If they are thinking that we are the ah, employee that for 8 hours per day and we are coming for only certain works, then what about the other additional value towards your organization? How can you add it something more value towards the organization? That the mind, the emerging mind will not come up to that extent. Your mind should be broadened, your thought content should be widened, and accordingly you can do something better for your organization. Why today only 16 students this class joined? Why? Yesterday, means in the previous class, I was seeing 25 or 26. Why 16 students only? Though already we have crossed half an hour. Others are not interested, or they are not interested to my class. Which one is correct? Hmm? Okay, ଗୋଟେ ଗଣେଶ ପ୍ରସାଦ ଅଧଘଣ୍ଟା ପରେ ଜଏନ୍ କରୁଛି। ଗଣେଶ ପ୍ରସାଦ, Ganesh, you are listening me? Ganesh Prasad.
ସାର୍ ନମସ୍କାର।
ଗଣେଶ, ତମର କଣ ସମୟ ହେଲା ଏବେ?
ସାର୍ ନମସ୍କାର।
ନମସ୍କାର। ଅଧଘଣ୍ଟା କାହିଁକି ତମେ ଅଧଘଣ୍ଟା ପରେ ଜଏନ୍ କଲ?
ନା ସାର୍, ସେ ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ଲାଇନ୍ ଟା ନଥିଲା କାଲିଠୁ, ସେ ମାନେ ମୋବାଇଲ ସୁଇଚ୍ ଅଫ୍ ହେଇଯାଇଥିଲା। ମୁଁ ତା ମାନେ ଆଉ ଜଣଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ଆସିକି ମାନେ ସେ ଚାର୍ଜ କରିକି ଇଏ କରୁଛି।
ନାଇଁ, ତମର ତ ଆଗରୁ ମାଇଣ୍ଡରେ ରହିବା ଦରକାର ଯେ ତୁମର ଆଇ ଏମ୍ ହାଭିଂ ଏ କ୍ଲାସ। ସେଟା ତମେ ନିଜେ
ନାଇଁ ସେଟା କାଲି ମାନେ ଏଷ୍ଟରଡେ ଠାରୁ ସେ ଲାଇନ୍ ନଥିଲା।
ପାୱାର ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କ
ସେଥିପାଇଁ
ନଥିଲା। ଅଧଘଣ୍ଟା ପରେ ଜଏନ୍ କରୁଛି। ଗତ କ୍ଲାସରେ 25 more than 25 ଥିଲେ, 25 to 30 exact I do not remember. Now I see that only 17.
No sir, gata class रे तो 16 something class ଥିଲେ कहीं 25 26 तो join ହେଇ नथिले।
ना 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 20 क्रॉस करथिला 20 क्रॉस करथिला
22 23 एमती थिला सर।
हाँ 20 क्रॉस करथिला exact number I do not remember but it was more than 20 number was more than 20
22 23 क्रॉस करथिला सर
हाँ हाँ क्रॉस करथिला but I remember
लास्ट
सर
आर्टिकल करि आइले
सर आर्टिकल रो टाइटल थिला कि वेब मार्केटिंग एंड इट्स एप्लीकेबिलिटी इन लाइब्रेरी एंड इंफॉर्मेशन साइंस।
सेटा गोटे थिला सेटा बीएलआईएस रो गोटे पार्ट रो सेटा सेटा भी तमे पाई परियो भलो जर्नल रे सेटा बाहरी छी आ गोटे इंफॉर्मेशन प्रोडक्ट्स एंड सर्विसेज ऊपर थिला देखो information products and services information products and services ऊपर थिला packaging all these things that will come in that article both the papers you can find or both the papers are have been published in the journals different journals but they have published in the journals products and services. Okay, that we are going to discuss about the management functions. We are discussing about the postcards Luther Gulick's postcard view. That postcard means of planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating, reporting, budgeting. They have given the minimum functional ideas, and without that also we cannot do or manage right management or correct management in our system or in our library or in our organization. Anything you can tell. These are the most important. And apart from that also or this also, many other thinkers they have given their propounded their own ideas, own ideas in different angles. In different planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating, reporting, budgeting. They have not given stress on financial management. They have not told about the financial management. Some of the thinkers they have given importance on the financial management. Why? Without finance also development is nothing. Without finance or without money, how can you dream about the development? You cannot dream.
Yes, sir.
Finance is tell me.
Yes, sir. Without financing, planning would stand.
It won't be. It is must that you have to keep in your mind that finance or money is a most important factor for the development of any organization. And your library is coming under your organization. It is a part and parcel of your organization. That you have to procure the books, you have to payment the staff members, pay the or give the money salary to your staff members and manage. You have to procure the other accessories also, furnitures, your building expenses, your management relating to your housekeeping operations, so many other things. Purchase of internet, also so many other things that is coming. And these are the most important things and that is basing upon your financial ability. Obviously that could be arranged and it would be provided the services, better services to the users category. Is it depending or not? If it is depending, you cannot ignore that part also. Finance is the most important part. Luther Gulick in his statement, what about the management? He has not told about the financial management. He has given about the minimum management of the library or of an organ, any kind of in general. These are the things: post planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating, reporting, budgeting, and everyone. That is in-house operations. That is about your in-house operations, in-house management of the library system. That they have given or he has given his ideas taking to the in-house operations. Apart from that also, external management is a part and parcel of the organization. If you are not managing externally also, coordinating, cooperating, also liaising with the organizations, also that is so many other things that you have to do. And for that also, money is a matter, your administration, is a matter, and also your top level management is also a responsible part for that, for the growth of the organization. That you have to do. I'm not going to detail discussion about that, but still it is a matter of fact that without that also minimum only the general management could be possible on these things. So, Subhasis, Subhasis Panda, Subhasis, 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 I am not audible. Are you listening me or not? I am calling you. Okay. And if you are going to, we are going to discuss about the theoretical aspect of the management and the human factor in management, or the management depending upon the motivational factors also. There are so many other things which are related to this management. Suppose staff members, they are working, and if you are not providing any incentives, if you are not providing the minimum standard of motivational factors, then staff members would not be more influenced towards the better services, better management, better administration, better things. And how can you expect many things or more things from the staff members if they are motivated? They are not motivated. Organization also to some extent should think about that matter. That if the members are working or the staff members are working in an organization, how the staff members should be more motivated. So incremental benefit or motivational factors relating to the incentives, and also your fuel charges, and also to children's education, and also to some extent the EPF, and also to some extent your, I will tell about the insurances also, your life insurances, your health insurances. There are so many other things which are coming under this these categories, that is motivational factors, and you have to do also time to time. And the other things also, that proper training is a matter of fact. Proper training, time to time training, if you are wanting to add value to the services, library services, then obviously it is a matter to train your staff members, to send the staff members to different organizations. Those who are conducting their workshops, their seminars, conferences, symposiums, and also hand-on skills practices also from time to time. From time to time, organization also should think over those matters, and staff members also should be more and more encouraged, or should give their own what interest, should give their own interest towards those, towards the development of the or skill development of the of them. Then staff member means organization will think about the matter. If your approach towards the management is not there, how can the management will understand what are the things which are related to your profession, all these things. Sanjay Prusti,
Yes,
माइक्रोफोन
sir.
बंद करो, माइक्रोफोन टा म्यूट करो. So my point of seeing, these are the motivational factors. Just I am going to that. Organization, groups and individuals, starts from individuals, then it makes a group, that you have to create, you have to work under a group also. That group also responsible towards the organization. By this way, everything managed. Suppose an individual is working in an organization, like you also, there are other members, other staff members who are working in that same organization, that you have to make a team. Under a team, you can concretely provide, you can provide better services towards your organization, because एक लाठी कोई तोड़ नहीं सकता, माने 10 लाठी कोई तोड़ नहीं सकता, एक लाठी को तोड़ सकता है ना। एक लाठी को तोड़ने के लिए एक जन को, एक जन के लिए क्या हो सकता है, डिफिकल्ट हो सकता है, लेकिन 10 लाठी को तोड़ने के लिए डिफिकल्ट नहीं हो सकता है, 10 लाठी को तोड़ने के लिए डिफिकल्ट हो सकता है। सो
So unity
टीम
is power.
टीम टीम स्पिरिट,
Unity is the power.
unit is the power, in English you are telling, unity is the power. Team spirit, that is called as your team
Team
spirit.
spirit.
Individual interest and team interest, hell and heaven difference. What you cannot do, the team can do. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
What you cannot do, a team can do that job. What a team cannot do, an organization can do that job. More than one team can do that job. It is possible. It is possible. And organization that time would be successful and more developed if the team spirit is there. Individual spirit may not be successful, but team spirit is always successful. 100% successful. Team spirit. But individual spirit may not be successful to some extent. To some extent it is possible, to some extent may not be possible, but it is possible in case of a team spirit. That is also the organizational level of management, starting from the individual level to the group level, and then that is to your organizational level. Organization is managed by this way also. And you can go to the motivational factors. Sometimes that what happens, you are tense to taking to the pressure of the work. Sometimes you will feel that if you are a working lady or working man or woman, that sometimes you must have feel that today I am having a pressure. So many things I have to do in my job. Suppose that number of jobs are being distributed among your staff members. Do you feel that you are overpressured? Where do you think that you are overpressured, or will you think that you are overpressured? You will not think that, because your pressure has been distributed among the other staff members. So by this way, you are not tensed. If you are tensed also, you will make error in your work. If you are tensed also, you will make many errors in your work. If you are not tensed and feeling very cool, and you are not overburdened, and you are always thinking that someone is there, or someone is in my back, or someone is with me, also you will not feel overpressured, and everything will be managed nicely. Everything would be managed nicely. Up to that extent, how can you expect from an organization? An organization also, for that reason, different capacity personnel are appointed. Different capacities personnel are appointed in an organization. One kind of personnel, type of persons are not appointed. Someone is appointed against a post of accounts. Someone is HR. Someone is will pay the administrative staff, who is looking after the general administration. Someone is also looking after the. If we are going to discuss about an educational organization, examination section is a separate thing. Accounts is a separate thing. HR is also a separate thing. Library personnel are separate things. Other official administrative staffs are separate things. Housekeeping operation personnel are separate. And also like the watcher, or your gardener, or your security personnel. There you see that. I just told about the 10 different capacity personnel they are appointed for managing an organization. Is it happening or not?
Yes, sir.
Like your organization, you see that in your library also, there are different capacity personnel are appointed. Only one type of persons are not employed in your library. You see, a cataloger, a classifier, एक ICT based person who can do many things in the computer. That is computer knowledge bearing person. And peon, ये DTP operator, Xerox operator, or your photocopy machine operator. And you see that your librarian and your assistant librarian, deputy librarian, library person, also library attendant, so many other posts are there in your library. Is it or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Obviously, you have to admit it. Without that, also, you cannot manage your entire library facilities or library functions nicely or perfectly. One cannot manage the entire things. One can manage one, two, three types of jobs, but one has to focus on different aspects of administration as a leader, because librarian is a leader of the library. Librarian is a leader, is a facilitator, is a most important facilitator of the library. If he is feeling that I am a facilitator, I have to manage the entire library nicely. I have to cooperate and coordinate with the staff members. I have to look after the matters what is happening in our library. Is the photocopy machine is okay? Is the users are coming for photocopy and also getting print out all these things, or taking photocopy all these things? The persons who are looking after the circulation or serial controls, are they providing nicely or providing better services to the users or not? What about the watcher's condition? Is he looking the entire things nicely or not, perfectly or not? Otherwise, the students or user members can steal the property of the library if he is loose in his duty. If he is loose in his duty, he should be a strict personnel. He should check all these things before entering into the library. And whenever someone is coming out from the library, also it is his duty. It is his or her duty to check the entire things of the library user. So all these are the matters, or all these are the jobs that is performed by the library personnel. Library personnel, different capacity bearing library personnel in a library. So for that, motivational process is a most important process, which is not partly, wholly responsible or fully responsible for managing and for doing the better services or providing the better services of the library towards the satisfaction of the users categories. Are you getting me or not?
sir.
ହଁ, ଏସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ଦରକାର। ଅଦରୱାଇଜ ଖାଲି ଗୋଟେ ଲୋକକୁ ତମ ଘରକୁ ଡାକିକି କାମ କରାଇବ, ତାକୁ ଟିକେ ପାନ ଚା ବି ଦବନି, ତାକୁ ଭଲ କଥା ଟିକେ କହିବନି, ସେ ଅଧା କାମ ତମର କରିବ। କରିବ ନା କରିବନି? ଏଇଟା ଫିଲ୍ କରିଛ? ଗୋଟେ
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଲୋକକୁ
ସାର୍।
ତମ ଘରକୁ ଡକେଇବ, ଘରେ ଡକେଇକି ତାକୁ କଥା କହିବନି, ସେ 8 ଘଣ୍ଟା କାମ କରିବ, ତା ସହିତ ପଦେ କଥା ହବନି। ତମେ କହିବ ମୁଁ ମାଲିକ, ସିଏ ହଉଛି ଭୃତ୍ୟ ବା ଦାସ, ଏ ଭାବନା ନେଇକି ତାକୁ ଡାକିବ। ଆଉ ତାକୁ ଚା ଟିକେ ଦବନି କି ପାନ ଟିକେ ଦବନି, ତାକୁ ଖାଇବା ପାଇଁ ଟିକେ ଦବନି, ତା ସହିତ ଭଲ କଥା ହବନି, ତାହେଲେ ସେ ତମର ଯେତିକି ଲେବର କରିବା କଥା ବା ଯେତିକି ୱାର୍କ କରିବା କଥା ହାଫ୍ କରିବ। ସେ କହିବ ଆଇ ଏମ୍ ଏ ଲେବର and my boss is always boss। ସେ କଣ କରିବ? ତାର ମୋଟିଭେସନାଲ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର କ୍ରିଏଟ ହବ ନାହିଁ। ତମେ ଯଦି ତାକୁ 400 ଟଙ୍କା ବଦଳରେ 300 ଟଙ୍କା ଦେଇକି ବି ତାକୁ ତା ସହିତ ଭଲ କଥା ହବ, ମିଶିବ, ତାକୁ ପାଣି ଟିକେ ଦବ, ତାକୁ ଚା ଟିକେ ଦବ, ପାନ ଖଣ୍ଡେ ଦବ, ପାଣି ଚା ପାନରେ 10 ଟଙ୍କା ଯିବ, ସେ ଜାଗାରେ ତମେ 50 ଟଙ୍କା କମ ଦେଲେ ବି ସେ ତମର ଡବଲ କାମ କରିବ। It is not a practice, it is not a practice, it is not a means of what? Cleverness. It is the minimum duty towards the labor or towards the personnels who are in different capacities are working in an organization. So for that, cooperation and coordination is the most important factor. Without the cooperation, without the coordination, what will happen? What will happen? Work will hamper. Work will hamper because of lack of cooperation, lack of coordination. Many things will not be uh, managed or performed successfully. Many things would not be managed perfectly, successfully. So motivational factors to some extent creates unsatisfied needs, tension, drive, satisfied needs, reduction of tension. What I was discussing just before. Just before I was discussing about your creation of the tension, reduction of your tension. How can you coordinate? What you have to do? How can you make your team? How can you plan your team successful? How can you do better services or add value towards your library? There should be a plan and there should be a cooperation and coordination. There should be a meeting, and every feedback should be taken into account. Every feedback from every member, every feedback from every member is most important, and you have to take into account. A leader, that is the duty of a leader, that he should consider, he may not utilize all the advices from the staff members, but he has to take advices from the staff members. He has to take advices from the staff members, and he has to cooperate, he has to coordinate, he has to ask the staff members what we have to do, what more things could be done. If you are doing this job, what will could impact on our service pattern. These are the most important things. These are the most important things that creates the motivational factors. I have seen in many organizations, a good leader can change to maximum scenario of the organization. Library, though it's coming under an organization, we are telling about the library, but you will tell that state library, your district library itself is a autonomous institution, autonomous, individually or in a single-handed manner. It is managed. It is managed in a single-handed manner, and they are not the other staff members who are coming in different parts also. They will feel that what now it is not in any way related to this organization. No, 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 no. These are not the things. They should think that we are in one group, in one umbrella. All of us are in a single umbrella. And if we are doing any nuisance things, we are not cooperating, we are not doing better jobs also, that may be a problem for the entire community. And the organization would be blamed, would not be developed. गोटे सफेद सार्ट रे गोटे जगार आम गोटे ब्लाक स्पॉट टे दबा बहुत दूर को देखा जीव ना देखा जीवनी धला सार्ट रे पूरा सबुआडे धला थिबो पूरा सार्ट टे पूरा नुआ किणी के आनिबो ता धर गोटे कला बिंदु टे लगेइ दबो से समस्ती देखा जीवनी
Yes, sir, it will be visible to us.
विजिबल काहे ना से स्पॉट ता जदियो गोटे जगार भी लागी थी सबुआडे गोटे माने बग पल भितर गोटे काउटा को पकई देले जेमिति हजार सुनाम कार्य करने भितर गोटे दुर्नाम कार्य जदि करा जाए ता मध्य तार इंपैक्ट से ब्लेम ही ब्लेम तेणु केमती रेक्टिफिकेशन टा 100% हबो रेक्टिफिकेशन टा 100% रेक्टिफिकेशन रे काम हबो सेति सब बळे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कौन करता है प्रयास करता है and that depending that also an organization depends upon the staff members who are the real patrons. Staff members are the real patrons. Staff members, if the staff members are good, obviously an organization is good, always good. If the staff members are not good, staff members are not motivated, staff members are not doing perfect jobs, not providing better things, also the organization in the same manner will be managed, and prospectiveness or prosperity of the organization will not be happen. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And perception, learning, motivation, and motivators also taking to the human factor management, McGregor's theory X and theory Y, content theory of motivation. Like that also you can find it your Hosberg's theory of motivational factor, and your that is
The new classical theory and behavior theory.
Everything is coming under that and माने जदि separate गोटे गोटे ये पाई समय था मु तो डिटेल जाती मास्लोस हायरार्की ऑफ नीड्स मास्लो गोटे भलो कथा कहिथिले मास्लोस थ्योरी इज द मोस्ट इंपोर्टेंट मोटिवेशनल फैक्टर थ्योरी मोटिवेशनल थ्योरी मास्लो कहिले सपोज समस्तिकर गोटे मिनिमम नीड्स अछि समस्त भलो भाबरे एटा सुनो एवरीवन इज हैविंग मिनिमम नीड्स फूड क्लोथिंग शेल्टर आउ आमे आजिकली ऐड करछे मेडिसिन आल्सो हेल्थ सेक्टर इज द मोस्ट इंपोर्टेंट खाली फूड क्लोथिंग शेल्टर रे आमे मैनेज कर परिया नै वी हैव टू ऐड आवर हेल्थ फैक्टर विदाउट दैट प्रतिदिन देख तुम परिवार रे 10 जन थिबे आउट ऑफ 10 मेंबर्स 5 मेंबर्स आर डिपेंडिंग ऑन और आर लिविंग ऑन मेडिसिन्स जलवायु से जाइए आउ मध्य आमे पूर्व भली भल जिनस खाऊना मेनी फैक्टर्स आर देयर एनवायरमेंटल पोल्यूशन and unhygienic food and so many other factors which are responsible factors for the degradation of the or ये जन आइला कि साहू भावेश भवेश घंटे पर आसु तेणु से आजिकली फूड क्लोथिंग शेल्टर सहित मेडिसिन को बा हेल्थ कथा को हेल्थ hazards is a common factor as your food clothing shelter doctor once prescribing means you may or may not take your food but you have to take the pills you have to take the pills you may not take your food but you have to take the pills otherwise you will die am I right
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
in most of the cases I see that everyone is feeling that also so Maslow in his theory told that the minimum necessary needs of the humans should be fulfilled first otherwise he will not be motivated as I told your food clothing shelter your psychological factor these are the factors in his theory he told self actualization status and self esteem social needs safety needs and psychological needs these 5 factors are the responsible factors for a staff member to be motivated ये पांचटा फैक्टर भीतर कहीं न बुझी पारुछ कुह कौन सेटा से कहले आ एटा कौन पई दरकार I told self actualization someone should feel that someone should realize that I am satisfied
सर एस्टिमेट स्टडी के कोई
ना मु कहूची पांचटा जाक कहूची क्वेश्चन आसुनी माने तो माने ठीक से बुझी पारनो I am telling about 5 things as Maslow told these are the factors which are responsible for what for motivating any person who are working in an organization गोटे सेल्फ एक्चुअलाइजेशन मु गोटे चाकरी टे करछि मोर मु एमबीबीएस पास करिछि मु किन गोटे क्लर्क रे जॉइन करिछि मते इच्छा हबो क्लर्क काम करिया पई
नो सर
इच्छा हवानी परिवार रे पैसा दरकार money is the most important factor for managing my family for the management of my family money is a factor or not so I
Yes,
didn't
sir.
find my
Yes, sir.
mbbs job
Yes,
I
sir.
did not find my mbbs job though I am having a certificate of mbbs I did not find I joined in an organization and the organization is having only clerical job I am bound to do that job because I need money for money just I go not for satisfaction because I do not know what is the what is the clerical job but I do that job only for what
मनी
only money because if I am not earning my family will face problem my family will not be managed it is a means of what जोटा कहवा बाध्य बाध्यकतार मनीषटे कंपलसरी हो जाउची ता पई पैसाटा ଆଣୁଛି ଯାଉଛି ଚାକିରି କରୁ ଯା ପିଆନ କରୁ ଅଳିଆ ଉଠୁ ଯାହା କରୁ ପ୍ରତି ମାସରେ 15,000 ଦରକାର ତେଣୁ ଯେମିତି ହେଲେ ଚଳିବ କିନ୍ତୁ ତାର ସାଟିସ୍ଫାକ୍ସନ ଲେଭେଲ ନାହିଁ ସେ ଗୋଟେ ଜବ ସାଟିସ୍ଫାକ୍ସନ ଯୋଉ କୁହାଯାଏ he is not getting job satisfaction from his service ତେଣୁ ସେଥିପାଇଁ different types of jobs are there according to the qualifications ଗୋଟେ MBA ଯୋଉ ଯଦି କରିଛି MBA on HR MBA on marketing MBA on finance MBA on so many other things ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ ମାଷ୍ଟର ଡିଗ୍ରୀର ପିଲା ବା ମ୍ୟାନେଜମେଣ୍ଟ ମାଷ୍ଟର ଡିଗ୍ରୀ ସେ କରିଛି ମ୍ୟାନେଜମେଣ୍ଟରେ ବ୍ୟାଚଲର ଡିଗ୍ରୀ କରିଛି ବା ମ୍ୟାନେଜମେଣ୍ଟରେ କୌଣସି କୋର୍ସ କରିଛି ତାକୁ ସେଇ ମ୍ୟାନେଜମେଣ୍ଟ ରିଲେଟେଡ କାମ ଦେଲେ he or she would be more motivated am I right
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ସପୋଜ ଜଣେ ITI କରିଛି ତାର ଟ୍ରେଡ ହଉଛି ମେକାନିକାଲ ITI ଇଲେକ୍ଟ୍ରିକାଲ ITI ଇଲେକ୍ଟ୍ରୋନିକ୍ସ ITI or plumbering in ITI tailoring in ITI ଗୋଟେ tailoring ITI କରିଥିବା ଲୋକକୁ ଇଲେକ୍ଟ୍ରିକାଲ ର କାମ ଦବ ସେ କରିପାରିବ ଆଉ ଯଦିବା ସେ କରିବ
No, sir.
ଶିଖିକି ତା ପଇସା ପାଇଁ କରିବ କିନ୍ତୁ ଜବ ସାଟିସ୍ଫାକ୍ସନ ପାଇଁ that is self actualization ତେଣୁ self actualization ହଉଛି how far he is doing his job how far he is satisfied how far he is motivated towards his job এইটা তার ରହିବା ଦରକାର କାମରେ Second thing is status and self-esteem. ନିଜକୁ feel କରିବା ଦରକାର okay, I am doing a job, white collar job, I am satisfied. With a better vigor and better vitality, he is coming to the office, he is performing his duty and no botheration, nothing, no fear, anything that is coming to him. He is coming and performing his duty in the right manner, right way, right time and also he is going back to home. Without any tension, without any, he will do better work. If pressure is there, sometimes backbiters are there, sometimes over pressure is there, sometimes so many other factors are accumulating him, and he is feeling that my job, oh, what I did, why I came to this organization, why I joined in my duty. हर समय हर पलक में हर समय से चिंता करियो why did I job this job? Why did I do this job? Why did I do this job? Can he be allowed, his mind will allow him to do better jobs, but perform better jobs? No. Yes or no? ବୁଝିପାରିଲ ନାଇଁ କିରେ?
Yes, sir.
ହଁ ତେଣୁ ସେ ସବୁବେଳେ ଆସି ଗୋଟେ ତାକୁ କଣ କହିବା ପରିତାପର ବିଷୟ ତା ପାଇଁ ହେଇଯିବ ସେ ସବୁବେଳେ ଚିନ୍ତା କରିବ କାହିଁକି ଏ ଜବ୍ ଟା କଲି ହେ ସବୁବେଳେ ଗୋଟେ ଟେନସନ ଏ କାମ ଏଟା ହଉନି ସେ କାମ ହଉନି ଏଇଟା ଅସୁବିଧା ସେଇଟା ଅସୁବିଧା so many other factors are responsible and he will not be allowed his mind will not allow him to perform his perfect duty okay like that okay
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
like that also social needs already I have discussed your needs as you are a social animal living being and living in the society as the other members are in the society enjoying minimum I am repeatedly telling minimum why minimum I am repeatedly telling food clothing shelter medicine your also is a very common factor your vehicles I think you go to your village and see minimum one bike and 2 3 cycles in every home every house yes or no minimum one bike
Yes, sir.
more than one bike scooty bike and so many one more cycles in a home you'll find this is a common very common for all homes all houses all house so these are the common factors as we are taking medicine taking food we are wearing the clothes and shelter is a factor also that for saving from heat, from rain, from many other natural calamities, you can live. Suppose you are staying अघरिया अघरिया शब्द समस्त तो प्राय ओडिया थिबो जने कि ओडिया ऑप्शना को छाडिले आउ का को छाडिले से अघरिया शब्दटा बुझी पार नथियो बोले अघरिया शब्द के बुझिच थिले प्रियंका
सर टिके कहि दियंतु
नो सर टे कह दियंतु
अघरिया गोटे ग्रुप अछंती तांकर घर द्वार किछि नै बेघरिया
से जो
अघरिया
अघोरी कहंती तो
अघरी अघरी सिए जण बंची नांती
आज्ञा
समाज
आज्ञा
रे तांकर आजी जदी
आज्ञा
आइते 8 दिन रहिले आ गोटे टाउन आ गोटे जंगल को पळेबे 15 दिन सेटू पळै जिबे 12 दिन एमती तांका जीवन नोमाडिक लाइफ व्हाट आई टोल्ड they are nomads they cannot settle themselves in a place because they don't have permanent house
yes sir, yes sir, I can
they don't
recognize
have a
this sir.
permanent house they go from one place to the another place from one place to the another day after day or after some days they will leave that place they are fully dependent on nature or the things which are available during that period they are fully dependent they collect many things from the jungles they just collect from the nature jungles and also most of the cases they are dependent most of the time they are dependent on nature and nature products they will migrate from that place to the other place from this place to that place to that place to the other places are they living or not are they completing their lives or not
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
yes sir
kintu sometimes they face many difficulties in their lives during natural calamities during cyclones flood or earthquakes or the rainy days during rainy days they face many difficulties as you do not face as you do not face because you are having a permanent settlement this is important or not minimum requirement for a human being is an important factor food clothing shelter medicines your vehicles these are the minimum requirement and if you are not being satisfied not fulfilling minimum requirements also you are not motivated as Maslow told these are the minimum requirement for a human being minimum requirement for a human being and it should be satisfied and the safety needs also safety needs precautions safety needs means of what is safety needs who can tell huh? Safety needs hauchi consist of the need to be safe and secure safety needs hauchi physical safety and mental safety feeling free or having job security job motivates to seek out stability freedom and removal of fear and anxiety already I have told बिंदास में जाओ काम करके फिर आ जाओ no fear no tension have I discussed or not
Yes sir.
ମୁଁ
Yes,
କହି
sir.
ସାରିଲେଣି ସେଇଟା ସେଫ୍ଟି ନିଡ୍ସ ତା ଭିତରେ ଆସୁଛି ଆଉ ସେମିତି ସାଇକୋଲୋଜିକାଲ ନିଡ୍ସ ଅଲରେଡି କହିସାରିଛି ଆଉ ଥରେ ରିପିଟ ମଧ୍ୟ କରୁଛି ସାଇକୋଲୋଜିକାଲ ନିଡ୍ ଯୋଉଟା କି ମୁଁ ଡିସ୍କସନ କରୁଥିଲି ଗୋଟେ ଲୋକ ଭାବିବନି ଯେ ମୁଁ ଆଜି ଚାକିରିଟା କରୁଛି ମୋର ଖାଦ୍ୟ ନାହିଁ ବାସ ନାହିଁ ପିନ୍ଧିବା ପାଇଁ ଲୁଗା ନାହିଁ କି ଆଉ କିଛି ନାହିଁ ତାର ସାଇକୋଲୋଜି ସବୁବେଳେ ହ୍ୟୁମାନ ସର୍ଭାଇଭାଲ ସାଇକୋଲୋଜିରେ ସେ ରହିବା ଦରକାର ଆଉ ଯଦି ସେ ସେତିକି ଭାବୁଛି ତାର ଆଂଜାଇଟି ଅଛି ତାର ଗୋଟେ ଲାକୁନା ରହୁଛି ମିନିମମ ଲାକୁନା ରହୁଛି ତା ଲାଇଫର ସେ ମଧ୍ୟ ମୋଟିଭେଟେଡ ନୁହେଁ ତେଣୁ ଏ ସବୁ को चिंता करके मास्लो कहले हजबर्ग मध्य तारि ऊपर गुरुत्व देले हजबर्ग टू सम एक्सटेंट एडेड टू लिटिल बिट मोर हां से गोटे फैक्टर रे कहले ये गोटे फैक्टर रे कहले किंतु मोस्ट ऑफ द केसेस हजबर्ग थ्योरी एंड मास्लो थ्योरी आर approachable and similar to each other. Not 100%, most of the cases are similar to each other. You'll go through both the Hosberg's theory of motivational factors, Maslow's theory of motivational factors, and Gregor's theory of motivational factors X and Y theory of X. There are so many other factors. For the staff motivational factors or motivational factors in an organization as a whole, we are discussing about that. We are discussing about the different types of motivational factors as a whole, and like that also depending upon the total quality management or that is for bringing out the total quality management, these are the factors who are responsible, and these are the factors should be appropriately managed by which we can get or we can expect total quality management of an organization. Total means altogetherly management in all perspectives should be managed perfectly. That will become a total quality management. And I have also written one best article that is on total quality management, that you can get it, this article from the Google site also. I had submitted to a organization, means a journal. It has been published also on total quality management. You will get it, that also in my name. You can get down and go through that article. So what is total quality management? What is the responsible factors? What are the responsible factors which are really necessarily important and motivates for bringing total quality management of an organization? Like that also in a library system, if you are not getting leave, if you are not being allowed for your emergency period, if you are not getting ELCL, if you are not getting increments, if you are not being promoted also, if you are not getting incentives also, if you are not getting so many other facilities, also you are not motivated, and that will hamper in bringing total quality management of your library. कोऑपरेशन नहीं, कोऑर्डिनेशन नहीं, बहुत किसी मिसयूज होची, अनयूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ रिसोर्सेस होची. Someone is not doing and another one is telling that why he's not doing, why should I do? He is not getting penny from the organization. He is not drawing salary. Is he getting less salary from me? There is a comparison, and this comparison bringing in his mind or in her mind that I should not do like others are doing. Others are not doing, I should not do because others are not doing. Why should I do more things? I will do minimum things taking to my post, my job. So these are the things should be wiped out from the organization. These are the things should be managed perfectly as if you are having a good leader, if you are having a good leader, and that is the duty of the leader to cooperate and coordinate with the staff members, with the system, and to implement the new types of systems in an organization or in the library. That is most important factor. And many things you have to learn, and many things you have to observe, many things you have to implement during your service period. Otherwise, if you do not know, that also will make a problem for your job, for performing your duties, for better performance of your duties, for fulfillment, for the total quality management, for user satisfaction, so for so many other things. Leader versus manager, सेमती एठी देखो लीडरशिप स्टाइल्स से देछि, थियोरीज, अप्रोचेस एंड मॉडल्स देछि, ग्रेट मैन थ्योरी, ट्रेड थ्योरी, बिहेवियरल अप्रोच, सिचुएशनल थ्योरी के पिला को को परिवार लोक माने दूरे के रखिए. कंटीजेंसी थ्योरी कहार पिलार साउंड होछि, टिके गोटे रूम रे गोटे क्लास टे करूछ बोली गोटे रूम रे बसी के ये कर path goal theory of leadership, life cycle theory of leadership, contingency theory, continuum of leadership and Likert system 1, 2, 3, 4, other leadership theory and approaches. এটা Indian scenario what is happening? Managerial quality depending upon the quality of a manager, depending upon the leadership quality of a manager. And if a leader, if you are having a good leader also, no working, it will run and it will be in a galloping rate, in a very horse riding rate. ତାକୁ କୁହାଯାଏ ଗ୍ୟାଲପ ମାନେ ଇଏ କୁହାଯାଏ ଗ୍ୟାଲପିଂ ରେଟ୍, ମାନେ ଘୋଡ଼ା ଦୌଡ଼ର ଗତି ରେ ଅର୍ଗାନାଇଜେସନ ଦୌଡ଼ିବ। ସେତେବେଳେ ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ ଭଲ ଲିଡରଟେ ଅଛି, ଭଲ ମାଇଣ୍ଡ ଅଛି, ଭଲ implementation capacity ଅଛି, system generation capacity ଅଛି, he will create new type of systems. He will create. You see the differences. KIT University, Silicon University, Trident University, Rupajal University, Gustav University, or Nalanda University, there are so many engineering colleges. More or less 5 years, 3 years, 5 years differences. Inception, taking to the inception of the institution. But there are large number of gaps, huge difference between the KIT, SOA University, Silicon University, Rupajal University, Trident University. Why? Because of the vision, because of the founder's vision, because of the management, top level management, because of the middle level management, because of the primary level management, but lower level management, and because of the implementation of the new techniques, new technologies, and also because of the leadership, and also because of the financial ability and stability, and also because of the quality of education, and also because of the state of the art, and also because of the environment, ambience, so many other factors. It differs. Biju Patnaik ସମସ୍ତେ ହେଇପାରିବେନି. Though we are having many leaders, Biju Patnaik was a leader, but no second Biju Patnaik could be, because of his vision, because of his townness, because of his means of what? Ability, because of his leadership quality, because of his voice, because of his thought content, because of so many other factors. It is a rare human, very special human in the state of Odisha. ଆମେ ସମସ୍ତେ ମଣିଷ, ସେ ତ ଜଣେ ମଣିଷ, ଆମେ ତ ମଣିଷ, ବୁଦ୍ଧି, ବିବେକ, ଜ୍ଞାନ, ବିଶ୍ୱାସ, ଏ ସବୁକୁ ନେଇକି ମଣିଷ ଡିଫରେନ୍ସିଏଟ ହୁଏ, ହୁଇଜ ହୁଏ। ଆମେ ସମସ୍ତେ ମଣିଷ ହେଲେ ବି ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କ ଜ୍ଞାନ ସମାନ ନୁହଁ, ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କର କରିବା ପାରିବାର ଶକ୍ତି ସମାନ ନୁହଁ। That is capacity, that is ability, that is your so many other factors. ଜଣେ ଗୋଟେ ଲୋକ କହିଲେ କରିବନି ସେ କାମ, ଆଉ ଜଣେ କହିଲେ ସେ କରିଦେବ। ସେ କେମିତି କହୁଛି, ଏ ଆ କର, ଆରେ ବାବା ଆସିଲୁ ଟିକେ କରିଦେଲି, ଡିଫରେନ୍ସ ନାହିଁ। ଯିଏ କହୁଛି ଆ କର ଏଠି, ସେ କରିବନି, କଣ କହୁଛି ବାଜେ ଲୋକଟା। ଜଣେ ଯାଇକି ତା ପାଖରେ ଥାଇ, ବାବା ଟିକେ କରିଦେଲୁ, ଏଇଟା କରିଦେଲେ ଆମେ ତ ଗାଳି ଶୁଣିବାନି, ଆମ ସାର୍ ଆସିକି ପାଟି କରିବେନି, ଏଇଟା କରିଦବା ଯାହା ହେଲେ ବି ଆଜି, we have to complete this job, otherwise our leader will scold us. ये केमतिया कथा, जने लीडर ହେଇଥିବ କହେ ଆସିଲ କଲୁ, ଏଟା ତତେ କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ, ଏଟା ତୋ ଜବ, ମୋର ଜବ ହେଇଥିବ ମୁଁ କରିବି, फाइटिंग ଲାଗିଲା। स्टूडेंट्स बुझी पारछ, ठीक ना बोल?
यस सर।
एटा गोटे डिफरेंस क्रिएट करूची। गोटे लोक कहले से काम आउ जने करि दउची, आ गोटे लोक कहले से काम करूनी, बरं ता ऊपर चिडुची। ये जो जिनसटा सेटा वे ऑफ टॉकिंग डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द मेंटल एबिलिटी, लीडरशिप क्वालिटी, प्लान प्रोसीड्योर, और ह्यूमन बीइंग रो सुपर पावर बोली ताको हम कहबा ता पावर टा सुपर देन अदर ह्यूमन बीइंग्स बेटर ऑब्वियसली से लीडर मानेकर सुभाष चंद्र बोस और गांधी जी भीतर डिफरेंस सुभाष चंद्र बोस वाज वेरी बोल्ड even more bold than the Gandhi ji. Yes or no? You are admitting or not? Very brave. ଆଉ boldness ତାଙ୍କର ଥିଲା ସେ ବହୁତ ସାହସୀ ବହୁତ କିଛି ଜ୍ଞାନୀ ଲୋକ ମଧ୍ୟ ସେ ଫରୱାର୍ଡ ବ୍ଲକ ଗଠନ କରିଥିଲେ ସେ ଗୋଟେ ନୂଆ ସ୍ୱପ୍ନ ଦେଖିଥିଲେ ଭାରତର ନୂଆ ଦୁନିଆ କରିବା କିନ୍ତୁ ତାଙ୍କର ଯୋଉ ପଲିସି ଥିଲା ଯେ ଭାରତ ବର୍ଷକୁ ପରାଧୀନତାରୁ ସ୍ୱାଧୀନତା ଦବା डिफिकल्ट थिला से पीरियड रे गांधी जी तांकर अहिंसार नीति माध्यम रे पराधीनतार स्वाधीनता दे पारले ये जो चेरिस्माटा चेरिस्मेटिक गांधी जी वाज चेरिस्मेटिक लीडर गांधी जी वाज अप्रोचेबल गांधी जी वाज वेरी सिंपल इन नेचर गांधी जी वाज हार्ड वर्किंग आल्सो गांधी जी वाज वेरी a man of motivated and motivating others also to some extent he was not rigid very flexible man so he was being accepted by the hearts of the human beings during that period but that time also the other leaders I was taking his name it was not like that also a few people those who are really believing on toughness on boldness ये बात नहीं मानता है इसको मार दो ये ऐसा नहीं इसको हटा दो हम लोग से हटा देने से क्या होगा वो तो ग्रुप में आना चाहिए ना ग्रुप में काम करना चाहिए हटा देने से नहीं कि कुछ नहीं होगा तो कैसे मोटिवेट कर पाएंगे हम लोग को दूसरों को मोटिवेट करने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा क्या करना चाहिए इसको इसके ऊपर ध्यान देना चाहिए तो दिस इज द ओनली डिफरेंस बिटवीन द charismatic leader and the leader who is believing on blood, believing on fighting, believing on the toughness, believing on the boldness, and so many other things. My point of saying is the leadership quality, a librarian should have a leadership quality. Leadership quality. And a librarian, if a librarian is a facilitator, if a librarian is a manager of the library, if a librarian is a leader of the library, of a library, if he is not having that much of capacity, that type of qualities, then obviously the library, the functions of the library, the service, service providing services to the users categories will hamper, and management of the library will not be possible accordingly. Up to that extent, not be possible. Okay, just I'm not going jumping to the other parts. Uh, that you can go through effectiveness of the leadership also you will find. Theories, approaches of model trait theory, Gradman's theory, that already I have told. Laissez-faire, behavioral approach, theoretical leadership. କାହାର ଯଦି ପଲିଟିକାଲ ସାଇନ୍ସ ପବ୍ଲିକ ଆଡମିନିଷ୍ଟ୍ରେସନ ଏସବୁ ଥିବ ସେ ତ ଅଲରେଡି ତମେ ପଢିକି ଆସିଥିବ these are the things which are coming under the courses of political science and public administration କେତେ ଜଣ ତମ ଭିତରୁ ପଲିଟିକାଲ ସାଇନ୍ସ ପଢିଛ how many of you କେହି ପଢିନ ପଲିଟିକାଲ ସାଇନ୍ସ अरे तमने के आर्ट्स स्टूडेंट नथिलो पॉलिटिकल साइंस रे ये पाठ पढ़ी न
सर मोर थिला सर
मानस कहउछ ना के
सर रंजीत सर
रंजीत कहउछ मानस कह देले रंजीत तमर थिला जानि थिबो
हां सर
आ गोटे कथा होची ह्यूमन रिसोर्स प्लानिंग एंड डेवलपमेंट accordingly also the macro approach and micro approach what is the difference between macro and micro who will tell रंजित को श्रद्धांजलि साहू श्रद्धांजलि साहू रंजित रंजित एंड श्रद्धांजलि साहू अरे am I not audible?
Yes, sir.
हाँ कह मैक्रो एंड माइक्रो भीतर डिफरेंस कौन
Sir, macro la overall, micro is very short.
तमे रंजित कौन कहूच रंजित कौन कहूच रंजित am I audible or not? अरे प्रियंका गणेश प्रसाद सिंह
सर
हाँ
Sir,
गणेश गणेश प्रसाद
sir,
कुह
sir, may I?
हाँ नेहा
So macro approach है future केमती future रे हमें organization टा केमती develop हे परिबो that should be planned.
ना 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 very wrong concept you have माने माने not partially correct also मते कुह प्रियंका कुह गणेश प्रसाद कुह अच्छा ठीक अच्छे विश्वजीत नायक has left the meeting दरकार नहीं पिलांगर अच्छा गोटे गोटे इकोनॉमिक्स रो कथा कहबा इकोनॉमिक्स आ गोटे 5 ईयर प्लान्स कथा कहबा नॉल इन्फ्लेशन एंड डिफ्लेशन कथा कहबा इन्फ्लेशन एंड डिफ्लेशन आर द टर्म्स व्हिच आर एसोसिएटेड विथ द इकोनॉमिक्स और नॉट
Yes, sir.
इकोनॉमिक्स जे पढ़िथिबो से जानथिबो नाही कि इन्फ्लेशन डिफ्लेशन बजेट इकोनॉमिक्स भीतर पाठ पढ़ा होची yes or no
So these are banking terms.
बैंकिंग सिस्टम कथा कहबा जहां भी हो कि डिमांड सप्लाई कथा कहबा डिमांड सप्लाई इन्फ्लेशन डिफ्लेशन बजेट ये सब टर्म इकोनॉमिक्स रो टर्म ना नुहे
Yes, sir.
हाँ all of you are listening or not हाँ तेणु इकोनॉमिक्स जदि हुए माक्रो इन्फ्लेशन गोटे माइक्रो डिफ्लेशन गोटे माइक्रो बजेट मध्य गोटे माइक्रो डिमांड गोटे माइक्रो सप्लाई गोटे माइक्रो माइक्रो टर्म ऑफ द इकोनॉमिक्स या ठारू बेस्ट एग्जांपल आ किछि देई हवन एतिक रे बुझी परलो ना नाही गोटे ब्रॉडर टर्म गोटे नैरो टर्म
So that
गोटे
should be part of that.
गोटे ब्रॉडर टर्म गोटे आ गोटे होची आ गोटे कोन कहली पूरा नैरो टर्म
Yes, sir.
नैरो टर्म गोटे ब्रॉडर टर्म आ गोटे होची नैरो टर्म and narrow term is should be associated with the broader term it should be associated with the broader term in the same field should be mane it should be associated with the broader term suppose jodi india katha kahiba is micro odisha hochi macro odisha hochi micro बुझी पारछो ना
Yes, sir. ये तो
सपोज जदि आमे टोटल फैमिली कथा कहबा गोटे हाउस रो ना मानकर एंटायर फैमिली गोटे इंडिविजुअल होची माइक्रो एंटायर फैमिली होची मैक्रो
The micro is the smaller part.
କହିଲି ପୁରା ନ୍ୟାରୋ ଟର୍ମ ରୁ ସେତିକି କହିଲି। ବ୍ରଡ ଟର୍ମ ଆଉ ନ୍ୟାରୋ ଟର୍ମ ଭିତରେ ଡିଫରେନ୍ସ ଇଜ ଏ ମାଇକ୍ରୋ ହଉଛି is a part and parcel of the macro.
Individual part of the organism.
Is a part. Individual है पारे, more than individual है पारे, group भी है पारे. माना करो आमे कहबा ओडिशा भितर गोटे कंधमाल जिला अछि. गोटे कंधमाल जिला भितर केतेटा जो ये आसीबा ब्लॉक आसीबा तहसील आसीबा ये सब
This is the narrow
गोटे
term.
गोटे यूनिट
Micro.
नैरो टर्म गोटे ओडिशा टा होचे गोटे वाइडर टर्म
Macro.
बा दैट इज मैक्रो टर्म
Whole
बुझि
organization.
पारछन हमर जदि लाइब्रेरी टा गोटे स्वतंत्र लाइब्रेरी के हमें जदि आलोचना करो दैट इज आवर मैक्रो टर्म
Macro term.
लाइब्रेरी रा गोटे सर्कुलेशन पार्ट गोटे सीरियल कंट्रोल पार्ट गोटे एक्विजिशन पार्ट गोटे क्लासिफिकेशन पार्ट गोटे कैटलॉगिंग पार्ट गोटे रेप्रोग्राफी सेक्शन पार्ट गोटे कंप्यूटर सेक्शन पार्ट गोटे डिजिटल लाइब्रेरी ये सब गोटे गोटे मैक्रो
Cell plug.
बुझी पारछो ना रे तेणु एटी
Yes,
से
sir.
कहूची जे macro approaches and micro approaches of the human resources management. Human resources management ro micro and macro approaches. The macro approach to HR refers to human resource planning and forecasting. Overall organization objectives are converted in specific personnel policies, plans. Specific. What a term use hela kono? Very specific.
Specific.
Not in general. But in specific personnel policies, plans, strategies, and executive actions. The recruitment, development, and utilization of human resources invariably depend upon these activities of the organization for its future goal by growth, diversification, contraction, and similar others. If our plan, programs, procedures, or objectives of the plans are broader, and it is fulfilling the entire wantings of the organization.
Demand of the user.
Demand of the, I am not talking about the library, I am talking about the organization. I am telling about the organizational goal. ଯେତେବେଳେ होलसम ग्रोथ को आमे आखि आगर रखी काम करछे प्लान करछे सेतेबेले सेटा मैक्रो अप्रोच जेतेबेले एचआरएम रो कथा एटी पडुची गोटे एचआरएम रो गोटे कॉमन स्ट्रेटजी रहइबो प्लान एंड प्रोसीजर रहइबो कॉमन कोन ना गोटे एचआरएम बा ह्यूमन रिसोर्सेस मैनेजमेंट ता गोटे कहइबो गोटे एलडी स्केल रे जने जदी अकाउंट्स रे भी काम करे से पाइबो 9300 बेसिक जने जदी अदर सेक्शन रे भी काम करे एग्जाम सेल रे जदी काम करे अकाउंट्स रे जदी काम करे बा एचआर रे मध्य जदी भी काम करे बा कोनोसी ऑफिस रे भी जदी काम करे से पाइबो 9300 बेसिक किंतु जदी यूडी स्केल टा से जदी अपर डिवीजन क्लर्क रे काम करूची से पाइबो 15600 बेसिक it is a common for all and it should be fulfilled or it should be for the entire organization. No deviation, nothing. It is a common approach, common objective of the organization. Common approach, common standard system. एटी किसी डेविएशन हबार ना एटा गोटे टार्गेट टा माइक्रो लेवल ना मैक्रो लेवल ले
मैक्रो लेवल जीव सर मैक्रो रे
बस मैक्रो रे नॉट माइक्रो ना HRM by HR section is not telling about a particular section. It is a common or standard format he has maintained, he has developed
for
all purposes, for all organization, all sections. Anybody who is entering in that post, who is being appointed against of the LDC, he will get this one. Be a worker of HR, be a worker of accounts, be a worker of
Exam section or
examination,
office.
be a worker of office, be a worker of any section. It is a common. But a standard rule karla. This is called as the standard rule of the organization, and it has been framed by the HR section that anybody who is coming in that post, he will get this much of amount of money.
But this rule is implement for all the employees.
In general,
Yeah.
it is implemented. Hello? Suppose another difference another rule ଆମେ ସେଇଠି implement କରିବା. Suppose ଗୋଟେ section ଭିତରେ ଯଦି 5 ଜଣ କାମ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, 5 ଜଣଙ୍କ ଭିତରେ ଯଦି ବି ବର୍ଷେଟିଏ ହେଇଥିବ ଜଣେ କାମ କରିଛି ଆଉ ତାର ବେଟର ପରଫରମାନ୍ସ ଅଛି, ସେ ଆସିଲା ପରେ 5ଟା ନୂଆ କଥା କରିଛି, management କହିଲା he is a very good person, we have a very good person in that section and he has developed his section in such a way within a year that he has done many things, many developmental, he has added values to his section in more things he has done. What the other personnel or staff members already have worked 10 years, he is not doing. Already within a year he has done many things in his section, and we should promote him. Management चिंता कला भलो काम करछि, भलो तो प्रमोट कर दा से जगह रे सेम पोस्ट रे गोटे 5 वर्ष मिनिमम क्राइटेरिया थिबो जे 5 वर्ष न हले गोटे सेकंड प्रमोशन नहीं हबो नाही गोटे जॉब रे पसिबा पर, तो सेठी से डेविएशन होउछि, बुझि परछो ना? डेविएशन काहे के होउछि ना, बिकॉज़ ऑफ हिज बेटर परफॉर्मेंस, because of his achievement, because of his doing many things, because of his self motivational factor, because of his attitude, because of his value addition to the organization, because of his so many other things. Understand my point?
Sir.
Eta micro level re, eta gote micro level re, this is the decision for a particular section, not it is implemented that for all purposes.
Only for his ability to do something. For his
say particular pila pai, particular section re.
This is a micro section.
Micro level of decision. तो एठी ओवरऑल परफॉर्मेंस पाई गोटे स्ट्रेटजी करा जाए, आउ किछि स्ट्रेटजी करा जाए taking to the local variation and so many other factors. That is your micro approach should be made, taking to your job analysis, job description, job specification, and personal recruitment. There is a very good system and that is present in 271 page that you will go through. That page also will be getting, but you will gain many ideas about that also. In the next page also 272, that also you will find that how her retirement, promotional and termination, retrenchment systems are there if you are not performing your job perfectly in an organization. Need and purpose of human resource planning, it is a most important factor, and to be more effective and efficient in the use of human resources, to evolve a more satisfied and better development of employees, and to be prepared for meeting for any unforeseen all these things, plan without sacrificing targets to be achieved, allowing for essential changes. These are the main things that the need and purpose of the human resource of the planning. Sorry. 1 minute. Hello. गोटे कंपनी रो कॉल मु भाबिली बोध अर्जेंट कॉल कोन अछि उठे देली. Though it is a Sunday, I thought that someone is calling on urgent basis. Okay, just there is a company call. Estimating human resource requirement and retirement, recruitment and selection procedure, personnel development, performance appraisal, परफॉर्मेंस अप्राइजल इवन इफ डेली परफॉर्मेंस अप्राइजल मध्य आजिकल बहुत ऑर्गेनाइजेशन सबमिट करिया पड़ुछ व्हाट अबाउट द जॉब एंड व्हाट अबाउट द जॉब यू हैव परफॉर्म्ड टुडे you have submit in written manner to your
Higher authority.
executive means of what reporting authority to the reporting authority. You have to write, sir, I have done this thing, that thing, this thing, that thing, this thing, this thing, that today. Or weekly performance report or monthly performance report, MPR जा कुआ जाए, DP daily performance appraisal, DPR, monthly performance
FM,
appraisal,
actually,
DPA,
monthly
APA,
FM.
MPR ये सब कुआ जाउची short रे. So you have to submit this. नहले तो लोक कहबे मु ए काम सब करछि अरे कोनटा काम करछु टुडे कोनटा करछु लेखि दे टुडे आई हैव डन 1 2 3 टुडे आई हैव डन 1 3 4 5 my targets were 10 I have achieved 10 I have achieved 9 one pending and one pending this is because of this problem I have not achieved this what is the constraint in doing that another one what you have not solved not done you have to write this is the constraint that I did not do my duty or did not solve this or did not perform this duty because of this constraint shortfall my target was 10 I have achieved 10 out of 10 9 I have achieved 9 one is pending but pending because of this reason it is pending
Yes.
10 टंका देले 100 टंकार काम नेबे आजिकल सिस्टम हो जाए सब आड़े अमेरिका जाओ इंग्लैंड जाओ ओडिशा जाओ बा इंडिया रे जे कोनसी पार्ट रे काम करो everywhere target oriented work you cannot cheat to the organization if you are cheating no more days in your job you will be retrenched terminated a so-called notice will come to your desk if you are appointed against of this post these are the jobs you have to perform and these are the jobs you are performing you have performed and you have not performed what is the reason and if the reason answer of the reasons are not satisfactory then management is having sole power to restrain you to terminate you to get out from your post
After calling explanation.
after calling explanation this is the procedure it is it should be maintained also without that also employer what employer cannot do that also with proof it should be suppose जनक संगर जनकर पडु नै से जाई ता नारे कहबो सर से काम कर नै अरे काम केते कहूची कोन नाही से लिखि दो
Performance certificate.
अ
Monthly performance certificate.
monthly हो कि job whatever the jobs target जोटा गोटे होचे target गोटे achievement of the target was like this target is achieved like this is a difference
Sir.
ତେଣୁ methods changing perspectives of the human attitudes and methods of techniques of human resource planning ये सब को ताको चेंज करवाटा दरकार जोटा 10 वर्ष तळे जो प्रोसीजर रे ऑफिस चालुतिला डू यू फील दैट इट इज ओके एंड इट शुड बी implemented in the present context it should not be it should not be पर्सनल बिल्डिंग प्रोसेसेस तैयारी होबा स्ट्रेटजी रहबा कथा प्लान स्ट्रेटजी रहबा कथा गोटे बजेटरी सिस्टम रहबा कथा गोटे हमरो टार्गेट ओरिएंटेशन रहबा कथा अचीवमेंट रहबा कथा केते अचीवमेंट करा हिची आ केते थिला ताको भी समीक्षा करिया कथा एनालिसिस हला ये सब गुडा को न थिले तापरे गोटे सुपरविजन कमिटी रहबा कथा टाइम टू टाइम तुमको गाइड करिवे जोटा कि तुमको कौन करिवो इन्फ्लुएंस कराइबो मोटिवेट कराइबो टू डू दैट सपोज someone is known about someone is known 70% out of 100% 30% he do not know or he does not know 30% but if you are having a a very good supervising committee and is
Or auditor both.
observing that what you are doing, what is the break, why you are not going ahead, what is the problem you are facing in your day-to-day problems. If you are reporting and asking them, and they will also guide you, and the matter will be solved very easily.
After that,
That you can do
70% is
everything that is managed by the human being, and everything may not be managed by a human being that time if he does not know, and he will be knowing that also if you are having ability and capacity to understand the matter. As he knows
sir,
that 70%, 30% more he does not know, 30% can incur knowledge from the organization or from a group who is supervising that team.
sir.
That is
Sir,
possible also.
it depends on two parts, sir. Self interest of an employee, and second one is the
Self interest
self guide,
nathile bida haba. If you are not
proper
having
guidance.
self interest, you will be get out from the organization after 6 months or 1 year.
Mm, the self
Self interest nahi,
idea,
target
uh,
achieve kari paruno, you are not achieving your target, and also you don't have self interest.
not eligible for the post.
May be eligible, you are having educational qualification, accordingly you are appointed, and you did
Sir,
better in the interview, because an interview board is asking some questions and you are giving
sir,
satisfactory answer, but you don't have any attitude, any type of attitude towards your organization that for doing or achieving your target, and you managed few days betterly whenever you thought that okay, just I am a permanent employee of this organization and nobody can drive me, and that time you just played your role, you showed your role, one role, that you did not do your right works, the works perfectly. You do not manage the things perfectly. You become very casual. You are less cooperative towards the other members. No coordination, no cooperation, and your zeal, jigger, everything that you are reducing from the previous time. That time management will think over you that he was doing better, but right now he's not doing. He will give a tips that okay, you do this, do that, and you are not avoiding. Then management will look over, think over you that how long you can be a successful or you can
sir, at that,
survive in
uh,
that post.
uh,
Okay, just we are crossing because it will not be completed. And
okay, sir.
human resources planning for libraries and information centers like that pattern also you can manage. What we discussed, need of the and the purpose of the HRD, human resource development is the essential part for recruiting, for promoting, or for motivating, or for giving training also, planning to give training to the personnel who are working in the library, and like that manner also everything is possible, and HR is having a greater role, major role to influence, not bias, to influence, to encourage, and to motivate the personnel for the organizational excellence and for enhancing or developing the efficiency of the the staff members who are working in the library or any other things.
Sir, what are the steps to encourage the employee of an
Employee
organization?
five three things, minimum five six 5 to 10 things I am doing. Just I told na, incremental benefit is one of them. Another thing is promotion also, motivational factor coming under the motivational factor. Under time to time, casual leave, and leave, so many maternity leave, paternity leave, educational loan facilities, or advance loan, advance salary also. Like your, I will tell about the life insurance or your medical insurance facilities, children education facilities, or your I will tell about the house rent also. House
Providing
rent.
scientific also.
There are so many other things also. Other things. There are so many other things which are related to the motivational factors of an employee, that who will be more motivated towards his job, and he will not think over his job that to leave that job instantly. In the long run, if he is thinking that I am perfect and fit for the other job, and I can develop my salary also, they may think about that. Otherwise, for a little difference, he will not think over the think over his job to leave that job instantly or in. That happens in most of the cases. And financial management like that also. Budgetary terminologies, budgetary thinking, types of budget, you know that pre-coordinate budget like that कौन जोटा कि जनरल बजेट कथा आम कहि परिबा पीपीबीएस कथा कहि परिबा पोस्टमार्टम बजेटरी सिस्टम कथा कहि परिबा जोटा आम जनरली गोटे बजेट इज जो व्हाट इज ए टेंटेटिव budget is always tentative, and budget whenever we are planning that, accordingly we estimate that what is the expenditure for the financial year, for the forthcoming financial year. Generally we plan out that, we plan out 10 things, only for 10 things, only for these 10 things an estimation is there, that is 10 lakhs is our tentative budget, and we just approach to the executive committee members or the authority, the authority to allocate the finance against of 10 things, because you are going to perform these 10 things, and that may be in the interval of 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, the finance may be what may be arranged or provided to allocate, the finance may be allocated to you in the interim period, interim in a gap of 3 months, 2 months, or half yearly or quarterly. By this way, that may be allocation of budget is there, and accordingly you have to give your expenditure bills also. You have to submit whatever the things, the amount of things is provided, whatever the amount things has been expenditure, on what basis you have expended, on what items, on what heads, heads of expenditure जोटा कहा जाए. समय ना एते जिनस को कहला भलिया आ 7-8 मिनिट अछि.
सर हमर केते प्रकार फंड एलोकेट हेता कि लाइब्रेरी को, सपोज माने डिस्बर्समेंट ऑफ सैलरी ऑफ स्टाफ्स और मेंटेनेंस ऑफ द लाइब्रेरी बिल्डिंग.
सैलरी डिस्बर्समेंट हमर जनरल बजट रे ओवरऑल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन करे, दैट इज नॉट द लाइब्रेरी बजट. एक्सक्लूडिंग salary is a common factor for the, is a general factor for all employees of an organization. Salary is not included, in the library budget. Salary is not included. Your furniture expenditure, procurement of the furniture, your ICT related gadgets, that is your books, that is your, I am telling just wait, that is your books, that is your serial means of what, journals, magazines, newspapers, all those things, that is your online resources also. Understand? Online resources you are procuring, that is for AMC maintenance on the things what you have procured for your, that is for automation purposes you have procured softwares like your Granthala, your Lipsys, your so many other Koha, so many other things. That also, who is supporting that also, AMC annual maintenance charges also. Though it is a one-time procurement, still without AMC we cannot. Sometimes you are facing problem during your working time, and who will give you support, who will solve your problem? Otherwise you cannot provide your services through your automation process, through your software. That generally happens, a third party contact is there, the third party takes back or takes backup of all those transactions or works, and also he gives what technical support to the what software during your emergency or problem period. Understood?
Another is expenditure related to the beautification of the library.
Beautification of the library हम कहि परिबा, हमरो रैक किना हबो, मेंटेनेंस करा हबो, डेली एक्सपेंसेस अछि, ऑफिशियल ताकू कहा जाय ऑफिस एक्सपेंडिचर. गोटे लाइब्रेरी गोटे ऑफिस अछि ना, आज खाता कलम पेन पेंसिल रबर कटर सब किना होछि, आज ऑफिस स्टेशनरी कहा जाउछि. ऑफिस एक्सपेंसेस पई एतिक एलोकेशन दरकार, आज बुक पई एतिक एलोकेशन दरकार, आज सीरियल कंट्रोल बान पेपर मैगजीन जर्नल पई एतिक एलोकेशन दरकार. आज कंप्यूटर किना हबो एथिकल लोकेशन आज जेरॉक्स मशीन किना हबो एथिकल लोकेशन दरकार आज टेबल चेयर किना हबो रैक किना हबो एथिकल लोकेशन दरकार आज मध्य प्रति दिन रो गोटे रिफ्रेशमेंट बेनिफिट थाए आज 50 टंका खर्च होची पर डे रिफ्रेशमेंट बेनिफिट मासरे 2000 टंका गोटे रिफ्रेशमेंट आज चा टिके के पिउची आज टिके को टिफिन टिके आसिला आज आउ कोन के गोटे भलो भद्र व्यक्ति
sir this fund it comes from state government fund or
in government
other
that generally allocates financial control is there and finance department is generally allocates all these things under the heads of department that is directorate everything is managed and in the autonomous bodies and in private organizations exactly what the management committee decides and approves that.
Sir, yes, sir. Any fund we can collect. The librarian can collect.
That you can generate minimum funds also. Users fee is one of them. Users fee,
sir.
And also you can charge against your photocopy. If you are providing photocopy facilities, you can charge 1 rupee per copy, and that 1 copy may be surplus than your investment, and that is your additional revenue or your income, one kind of revenue generation of your library. And like many other things also you can generate. Suppose you will fix a charge minimum 100 rupees to become a member of the library. 100 rupees you have to pay. That is for official expenses.
In the time of return of fine may be collected from
may
the users
fine may be
late
best stores late submission pai हमको per day टंकाटे दबाक पड़ियो जदि 30 दिन जने रखला 30 टंका दबो that you can generate money also.
income of the library.
Generate money for the library by this way. That may not be a huge amount, but partially you can earn money for your library and development of the library also. बहुत जगह मध्यम कौन हुए रिसोर्स शेयरिंग रे तमे 5टा जदि डाटाबेस किनिच शेयर करियो जदि सेमान ठारो जदि अलगा को इंस्टीट्यूशन तम ठारो शेयर करि नउछि सेमान मध्ये पेमेंट दियंती that becomes a partial payment. Resource sharing
of own resources
with the other organizations, and they get benefit from you people because they pay money for that job or that service.
Sir, by the help of library consortia also.
Consortia is the best
Resource
one.
sharing.
But in Odisha, I don't think that consortia system is surviving. In India, to some extent, we can find it. It is a thing that is depending upon the understanding of the organizations who is actually wanting. I don't have time that for discussing all those things. That I'm going to cover all these things. What is costing techniques, costing re. So costing kon bujhparcho to that is financial estimation, elements of cost, classification of cost, components of total cost, depreciation, cost of an employee, our costing methods of step by step costing procedure, costing of an online search. ये सब गोटे steps. Costing is very much essential. If you are not having the costing ability or the systems that you are adopting in your library, then also it becomes a difficult part to manage and create over financial burden on your organization. Over financial burden you will create. Over financial burden you will create. ତେଣୁ ବବ୍ ମାର୍କି ବୋଲିକି ଜଣେ ଥିଲେ ସେ ତାଙ୍କର ଓପିନିଅନ ରେ କହିଲେ it is a process of analyzing cost in detail. ସେଥିପାଇଁ କ'ଣ କରାଯାଏ କିଏ କହିପାରିବ ବହୁତ ଜଣ ତ ତମ ଭିତରୁ ଚାକିରି କରୁଛ ସେଥିପାଇଁ କ'ଣ ସବୁ ଅର୍ଗାନାଇଜେସନ ସିଷ୍ଟମ ଥାଏ କଷ୍ଟିଂ ପାଇଁ?
Sir, means costing means sir the example
କହିଲି ପରା process of analyzing cost in detail. ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଗୋଟେ ବେଟର ସିଷ୍ଟମ ପ୍ରତି ଅର୍ଗାନାଇଜେସନ ର ଥାଏ ସେଟା କ'ଣ?
accounting financial.
ଆଉ କିଏ କ'ଣ କହିବ? सब चुपचाप कौन है बड़ बड़ पिला गुड़ा तुमको क्वेश्चन करा हो छोट पिला भलिया साइलेंट कर रहुछ? स्मितांजलि, नेहा, प्रियंका, गणेश, अरे you are so silent.
Any other institution?
any other income. My point of question is not like that. I'm asking about the costing analysis. What is the system implemented against of your costing analysis, or in favor of your, not against, in favor of your costing analysis? यही जानी ना अरे जानी चो गोटे ऑडिट गोटे हुए फाइनेंशियल ऑडिट हुए
सर एनुअल
जानी चो किंतु मन पके करनो
सर
समस्त जानी
कैलकुलेटिंग द टोटल इनकम एंड
अरे गोटे फाइनेंशियल ऑडिट हुए तमरा allocation of budget थिला 10 लाख but expenditure हैची 8 lakhs on what items, on what heads, on what heads you have done your expenditure? Have you given right proof against of your expenditure or not? That
yes,
is
sir.
generally
bill and voucher, showing the bill and voucher to the auditor, financial auditor.
Auditor प्रति bit by bit देखी कि correct करियो एटा ठीक बाटरे जायछि कि नाही ठीक बाटरे जायछि कि नाही ठीक बाटरे एक्सपेंस है से जदी ओके करियो ताहाले तमरो अप्रूवल मिलियो अदर फॉर अदर एक्सपेंडिचर बा अदर इनकम बाय otherwise you will not get instant favor from the management committee, and management committee will put a question on you. If they put a question on you, what that if the allocation of budget was 10 lakhs and you have done expenditure on those items, you have given proof, but a misappropriation is 1 lakh. What is that? In what areas or heads you have done expenditure? Give explanation. You are bound to give explanation.
Yes, sir.
ताकू कहा जाए अनअकाउंटेबल of money. Accountability तार नहीं. Unaccountable expenditure. What is accountable expenditure? The unaccountable expenditure. Unaccountable expenditure हेले that मल्ला पड़ेगी तो चाकरी वाला.
सर गोटे
क्वेश्चन तो चाकरी वाला.
सर गोटे डाउट
था.
in case fund allocation different head code head रे अछि आउ माने इन इमरजेंसी को डिफरेंट कोड हेड रे ताको यूज कर दियाला ये मिस एप्रोप्रिएशन अंडर रे आसीबो ना नहीं एडजस्टमेंट हे जाय
ना एडजस्टमेंट you have to give proof also, and you can take permission from the management that it was in this head. Listen to me, that it was in this head, but this head we are not going to expenditure on this head and it is going to be diverted to this head to that head. Please give me permission to do expenditure from this head to that head. The amount of allocation is 10 lakhs, but heads of expenditure you are trying to migrate from one section to the another section. In that section that is possible, in that way that is possible, but you have to take permission from your management because you are going to deviate your expenditure from one head of expenditure to the another head, which was in your estimation, budgetary estimation it was. You have to take permission from the management. And let me go to the other sections, that components of the total cost, that you can office, production, prime, that you will go through all these things, costing methods. पिले बुझी पारछो ना रे
सर
हाँ
सर बुझी होची
दरकार हाँ कुओ कौन किए कहउछ के बुझी होची क्वेश्चन कौन नेहा
आओ गोटे क्लास यस सर सर आओ गोटे क्लास जदी हेतन
सुनो विजय पंडा sir, who is the right now who is the coordinator of this program MLIS, you can approach to him and he may raise your demand before the regional center.
Sir, please send the mail ID of
विजय sir तुमको पठाउछन्ती तमे जानि न तांको
सर ग्रुप में अछन्ती सर सर आदि मैसेज करथिले
आउ तमे मते पठाउछो विजय कुमार पंडा sir, he is the right person whom you can communicate.
Okay sir.
कौन के कहउछ शीघ्र कुओ 11:04 हेलानी. I will close my session.
No sir, thank you.
हाँ ମୁଁ କହିଲି ଥରେ ନା ବିଜୟ ପଣ୍ଡା ସାର୍ ହଉଛନ୍ତି right person whom we can communicate for more classes.
Okay, sir.
ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ section that is your marketing of information product and services, that is also most important for you people, that you can go through my article because it is a very good article, and that article that you can go through that for getting entire information regarding your product and services, marketing product and services, library productions and services, that is regarding your databases, regarding your software technology, all these things, unit of reporting things, reprographic. I have already discussed taking to the supply of information, utility of information. I have already discussed, but some of the discussions which have not been covered because of time constraint, that you will go through page wise, and at any moment you are welcome, all of you, that you can ask me in on Sunday, on any after I think after my duty, that I am little bit free, that you can communicate, because during my duty period I am little busy, because during pandemic all staffs are not coming. I am coming alone for managing the entire efforts. For that sake, I am entirely busy for every day. Busy in every day, and during that time you may not communicate. During or after 6:30, 7 o'clock, I am free. That on Sunday I am free. Also, you can communicate for doubt clearing, all these things. And also, you just give a demand for
Okay,
more
sir.
classes.
Thank you.
You just give a demand for more classes. For more classes also. If it is going to be arranged 2-3 classes more, also would be very easy. I can go through the chapters again and again. What about it is not covered? We'll go through.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir.
ବୁଝିପାରୁଛ ନା ରେ, ମୁଁ ଯଦି ପଢେଇଲି କିଛିଟା ମୁଣ୍ଡରେ ପଶିଲା।
Actually, sir, ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍ ବିଜୟ ସାର୍ କହୁଥିଲେ କି ଆମକୁ ମେଲ ଆଉ କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ, ଆରସି କି ମେଲ କଲେ ସେ ଅଧିକା କ୍ଲାସ ଆଲର୍ଟ କରିବେ ଆମକୁ।
ତମେ କରୁନ, ତମେ କଣ ଇଂଲିଶ ଲେଖି ଶିଖିନ?
ସାର୍ ନାଇଁ କରିଛୁ, କିନ୍ତୁ ସବୁ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟସ ଯେମିତି କରାଯାଇଥିଲା
ସମସ୍ତେ ଲେଖ ଯେ ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ଯାହା ହେଇଛି ତମେ ସେୟା ଲେଖିବ, ଯେ କଭର କରା ହେଇଛି, କିନ୍ତୁ ଯେ ଆଉ ଟିକେ ବେଟର କ୍ଲାସ ହେଲେ ଆମେ ଆଉ ଟିକେ ସାଟିସ୍ଫାକ୍ଟୋରି ନ କହିଲେ ତ ତା ମାନେ ମୋର ଟିଚିଂ ଟା ସାଟିସ୍ଫାକ୍ଟୋରି ହେଲା ନାହିଁ, ତମକୁ ବୁଝାଯିବ। ଭଲ ଆଉ ଏଣେ କହୁଛ ଯେ ମୁଁ ବୁଝିପାରିଲି ସବୁ। ସାଟିସ୍ଫାକ୍ଟୋରି ଶବ୍ଦଟା କେଉଁଠି ୟୁଟିଲାଇଜ ହୁଏ ତମେ ପିଲେ ଜାଣିନ। ତମେ ଲେଖିବ ସେମିତି, ତମେ ଏମିତି କହିପାର ଯେ ମାନେ କଥା ହଉଛି ଯେ ବେଶୀ କ୍ଲାସ ହେଲେ ବେଶୀ କଥା ଆମେ ଜାଣିପାରିବୁ, ଏଇଟା କହିପାର। ହଁ, ତେଣୁ ଟାଇମ ଇଜ ଏ କନଷ୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ, ତେଣୁ କଭର କରାହେଇଛି, ଆଉ ଟିକେ ବେଟର ନଲେଜ ପାଇଁ ମୋର କ୍ଲାसेସ୍ ଦରକାର, ଏମିତି କହିପାର ନା ଆଉ। We tried our level best. What about the allocation of the or what about the classes are allocated against of MLI-102? We have tried our level best to give feedings or precise the things or narrate the things in a very way, judicious way. But thing is, actually 2 classes are not sufficient. We need more classes, and if we need that, what are the things or provisions generally that is during pandemic period they are having, that I do not know. You have to approach them. If they are having that provision also, they may arrange more than 1-2 classes, more than 2. Okay, I am not going to discuss about that. That you do. If the more classes are allocated, that we are agree and we are ready to take the classes. I already have crossed 9-10 minutes. I'm stopping my class. Okay. I stopped recording also. Thank you.
Thanks.